Today I'm giving you my top practice tips. These are going to help you get better at your instrument faster. Let's go. Number one, and this one's probably obvious, but you're also probably not doing it, be honest. Slow down. Just chill. It's fine. If you're practicing something that you have a target tempo for, identify that target tempo and then start at half. Once you're able to do that cleanly and easily with good sound and good technique, speed it up by 3 to 5 BPM tops at a time. A lot of times when you practice this way, by the time you reach your target tempo, you've been increasing it so slowly that it won't even feel hard by the time you get there. And often in one practice session, you can achieve that target tempo, which wouldn't have been possible in that amount of time just by flailing around at like 180 or whatever you're trying to get it up to. It can feel like you're not getting as much done this way, but trust me, once you get a taste for the effectiveness of slow practice and just being really conscious and deliberate, it's almost addictive because you know that your time is being used well. Number two is repetition. And in particular, looping. I like to take a specific bar or 2 bars, sometimes 4, and just loop it over and over and over again, often at a very slow tempo. When you do this, you get it so ingrained into your mind and into your muscle memory that it's actually usable. Many people will practice something until they're able to play it correctly, but the true pros will practice something until they basically can't get it wrong. This type of practice is really enjoyable to me because I find it very meditative. I'll often be playing something that seems simple or mundane, and I'll hear different parts of it in different ways. I'll hear how my different limbs or fingers are lining up, and I'll just like really listen to the low notes and the middle notes and the high notes and really get that sound in my ear, and you get to know something in a more intimate way that is really usable. You learn it so well that you can forget about it and you still know it. And my third and final tip for today is to be deliberate with what you want to accomplish with your practice. Have a clear goal, and a good way to do this is to keep a practice journal. I'll often journal about what I'm practicing and write things down. I don't do this every day, but I do find it effective, and I probably should do it every day, but you know.
You're a phony!
Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a full video on how to keep a practice journal. And if you're finding this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when I'm posting. You can do this with or without a journal. I think that's a good way to approach it, and I often do it that way. But always when I practice, I know what I'm trying to achieve, and I make it something that is achievable in a 20 to 60 minute practice session. So this could be something like transcribing a lick and learning it in all 12 keys, or it could even just be learning 2 or 4 bars of a piece you're working on and get it up to a specific tempo, and you would start at half that tempo. But knowing exactly what you're trying to accomplish with a practice session really makes it a lot easier to dial in and focus on what you're doing. And I think there's a place for noodling and just experimenting with your instrument as well. That's very important. But I think at least half of your practice time should be dedicated to learning a new technique or learning new repertoire or doing something that just has a clearly defined, tangible goal. I think this is especially true if you're getting sick of the stuff that you're playing. If you're finding that your fingers or your arms or whatever you use to play the instrument you happen to play are always reaching for the same things, and maybe they sound good, but they don't excite you anymore. You're bored. You're playing the same things. Do something about it. Learn some new language. Learn a new tune. This video's done. Go practice.